All right, so this is going to be a presentation on how to set up a Bitcoin wallet. Now I've gone to blockchain.info. Many people believe that this is one of the most anonymous and easiest wallets to set up for this purpose. You're going to click on the wallet icon here. Now you have new users, existing users, and if you need some help, they have help for you. So we're going to start a new wallet. We are going to call it dummy coin. So this is going to be my alias. So you're going to utilize this anytime you want to come in. So it's same thing as a username essentially. Then you're going to have your password. So I'm going to call this dummy 123456. Now it is a good idea while you're doing this just to write it down. There are going to be other ways that you're going to be able to sync this up. So I am writing it down. Should be getting pencil and paper. All right. So dummy 123. Dummy 123. Okay. Now, this is a CAPTCHA, so you have to, in this box here, you're going to have to decipher what letters and numbers are in here. So 32 E 8 M. And everything is case sensitive. Now, this down here says password length must be between 10 and 250 characters. So I'm not long enough. So I put dummy 123. We'll go ahead, dummy 123 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 4 5 6 7 8 9. All right. Now, this here, this is very, very important. What I would do is either copy this by highlighting it, so you click on the left cursor on your mouse and drag over, and then you're going to right click on your mouse, or if you have a Mac and it's set up differently, you're going to double click and you can copy this. And then you can go down to any type of doc you have and paste it. So you can right click and then paste. So right click, paste. You can also print this out. So this is very important because if you forget your password, this is going to actually remind you of your password. You're going to have to type this in. We'll get to that. So now this is the identifier that they give me. So I can either use the identifier or I can use dummy coin. And hopefully I did this right. Dummy 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Let's see if I did it right. Okay, so I hit that once, and what that does is it brings up the identifier, and then I open the wallet. Now, I'm going to take you back. Log in. And once again, I'm going to put in my alias, dummy 123, or dummy coin, sorry. Good thing I wrote it down. Dummy 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. open wallet, and now it generates this identifier. Now you can also just take this identifier if you wanted to and copy that and utilize that. So your password is never shared with our servers and cannot be recovered if forgotten. So if you have a lot of money in here, you can lose it. Now, some things to take note in here. Right here you have your transaction summary. So here it'll show everything that you've bought and you've sold. You're going to be able to send money, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Receive money. So this is just going to show all the money that you received. And then you can actually import and export all of this. So back to the home. Now over here, this square, it looks like it's bad graphics. It's actually not bad graphics. It's what we call a QR code. And you can scan this with any type of device that can scan a QR code. So a lot of phones can scan these. Cash registers and things like that. Essentially, what this does is it's the same as this. So this is your Bitcoin address. This is where you're gonna tell people to send money to. Now, if they have an app on their phone and you have this, you can actually, make a copy of this and cut it out, laminate it, and you can have your Bitcoin address. Somebody can either scan this with their phone and quickly send money to you, or they can type these in one by one. I suggest never doing that, but actually always copying and pasting. And make sure that when you copy, this one doesn't even allow you, so never mind, that it didn't have any spaces after or before it, because it wouldn't work. So that's the beginning. Now we have the transactions that are going to be there, and send money. Now, this is very important. Here, you're going to go ahead and put the to address. So say if that was who you were sending it to, you're going to put your amount. So say if you want to send 2 Bitcoins or $500 or 30 Bitcoins or $2. Automatically converts it for you. Now, if you send a payment this way, what happens is these payments may not be delivered for anywhere up to 24 to 48 hours because you're not giving any royalties to the miners that have created these Bitcoins. So if you go down to custom, you can actually send from your address, and your address will pop in here, and you're going to send to another address. Okay? So 2 Bitcoins. And now here is what's called the miner's fee. So you can say 0.003. Okay, and this is actually going to give money to the miners that mine these Bitcoins. And what that's going to do is that's going to give them an incentive to mine your transaction quicker, to make it simple. So if this is 0.1 or 0.1, excuse me, they're going to mine it very quick. But I wouldn't suggest doing that. It's very expensive, and somewhere around 5/100ths of a Bitcoin should work. Or this is thousands. Okay. So and then you can add a message here, but notice that all these messages will be seen. So, all right. And you can send to multiple addresses at one time. Now, one thing to note is I would always double check these amounts. But actually that doesn't even matter here. If you were doing dollars, I would check these amounts, but since these are just straight Bitcoins and it doesn't really matter, you're just saying Bitcoins. Alright, so this is for sending through a shared wallet. If you share a wallet with multiple people, you can utilize this. Creates more, a little bit more of a secure network, if you will. You can send an email address. You can send to a telephone. And I got some games in here. So that is, just to reiterate, I would suggest going to custom if you're trying to do a quick send, putting the address that you're going to send to, you're going to put the amount of Bitcoins, and I would suggest putting a small miner's fee in here. Whatever you feel. The higher it is, the quicker it's going to go. So that's very, very important. And that is, for the most part, the beginner's version of how to use blockchain's My Wallet. So back to the home. This is going to show you the total transactions, total received, total sent, final balance. You can make deposits and withdrawals and things like that. Now backup. Ooh, almost missed that. Account settings. This is very, very important. Okay, so I'm going to re-enter my password. Okay, and now I am going to validate my email. And I set up an email just for this. Bcoin dummy. Alright, so bcoindummy@gmail.com. Now I believe right when you click out of here, you don't even have to press anything. See how this says email updated? Now that should automatically, as you can see here, send an email. So you're going to look in this email, and it's going to give you this confirmation code right here. Now we're just setting this up so just in case if you ever lose anything and you need to regain, some of your information to get back into your wallet, you can do that. So you can, if you want, you're going to confirm this, paste that right back in there, and you're going to verify that, and boom, the email is successfully verified. Now you see here,